Hello, lovely people. Welcome to Hope Africa with Kate. This is your girl reporting. Now, my people, I don't understand why the Western nation or Western media, let me put it, because they are the ones that is spreading news up and down, giving fake information, giving information. I mean, they are good in spreading bad news. They are good in spreading bad news. The moment news is bad, that is what they are spreading about Africa. But when it comes to their own country or their own continent, they always give good news. Now, my people, it's funny how BBC will actually give out news like this. Burkina Faso military took down about 100 citizens. Now, in simple terms, Burkina Faso soldiers took down about 100 citizens. And a lot of people are asking, these 100 citizens you are saying Burkina Faso soldiers took them down, where are the proofs? Where are the evidence? We want to see proof. You know, Africans are no longer that should I say gullible. The Africans, they have changed. Most Africans now, their mindset have changed. They are no longer those Africans in those days where whatever the news they hear from the news, they just believe whatever they hear. BBC spread, because you know BBC is actually it's an abbreviation and it stands for British Broadcasting Corporation News. That's what BBC stands for. So it's actually a press organization in the UK. So it's United Kingdom's press organization, and its headquarters is actually in London. Yeah, it's in London. Now, since 1922, my people, BBC has always been giving news, and now it was well established in 1997. Yeah, so it was well established where most people know about it. They give their news through radio, they give their news through television, and on most social media platforms with multiple languages: English, French, Swahili, name it, in multiple languages. This is just to tell you that when they give out news, a lot of people in the world get to hear about it. Yes, they get to hear about it when they give out news, and BBC is well respected whenever they give out news. But it is funny nowadays the way they give their news. Like, a lot of people have started asking for evidence. Where are the evidence? Like, people always give news, people give news. Go and search on Google, you get news. BBC is giving it, and they will just take pictures without clear evidence. Now they are saying that the Burkina Faso soldiers have taken down 100 citizens, and a lot of people are asking, okay, now you spreading this kind of news in this time where Ibrahim Traoré is leading, is ruling, what do you aim to achieve? Because you people are not even stating the good works, the development, the Faso member, the patriotic immersion program, the good things that Ibrahim Traoré is doing. You people are not spreading it. You people are not talking about the road construction. You people are not stating how Burkina Faso have come together, that working together with the president to build the country. You people are not talking about Ibrahim Traoré reviving the dead stadium. You people are not talking about Ibrahim Traoré reviving dead schools, dead hospitals, abandoned business centers. You are not talking about that. When it comes to bad news, BBC will spread it, my people. So BBC keeps saying that the Burkina Faso citizens has actually taken down about 100, and a lot of people are asking, these citizens people are talking about, are we saying that Burkina Faso citizens now live in the forest? Are you saying Burkina Faso citizens now carry guns like soldiers? Are you saying Burkina Faso citizens now go about burning villages and taking down their neighbors' houses? Is that what you are saying? Because, my people, all of this news is because recently news broke out that terrorists are in a particular place in Burkina Faso planning to strike a village. So when the Burkina Faso soldiers heard of it, they decided that no, we are not just going to sit down and watch why they take down our brothers, why they take down our villages. We are going to strike. So since we have heard about this, we'll go ahead of time and then attack them. So they went ahead, attacked these terrorists. So when they attacked these terrorists, they took them down, they defeated them. And when these pictures popped up, BBC News took it, and the only thing they could say was that the Burkina Faso soldiers took down the citizens, instead of stating it clearly that these people that were defeated were the terrorists. These people that were defeated were terrorists who intended to burn down villages and take down all citizens of Burkina Faso. They didn't say that. They instead turned the story around, stating that Burkina Faso soldiers took down their own citizens. Do you know why all of this is coming up? Is to tarnish the image of Ibrahim Traoré, is to kill his work, is to destroy his work, discredit his work. Because of course, if the soldiers, because the soldiers are working with him, so if the soldiers are taking down the citizens, it therefore means he is the one giving the orders. He is the one sending them to go and do this, carry out this kind of bad acts. So most of the time, the Western media will always spread this news when African leaders don't want to listen to colonizers anymore. When African leaders want to stand up and fight for unity, sovereignty, take up true independence, you always see the Western media spreading bad news. They will always say, oh, the soldiers are not doing a good work. The soldiers are carrying out deadly activities. Oh, the leader is actually a dictator. The leader is violating human rights. The leader is carrying out activities that would enrich his pocket. The leader is not fighting for the good of the people. The leader wants to take advantage of the people. They always do that, and they will always want that international community should come in and sanction these leaders. So they always do that to push international community to come in and sanction this leader. So the question is always, why all of this? Why would they be stating such things at this moment? If you look at most of the African countries, that this Western BBC is always spreading false rumors about, or Western media always give information about, are countries that the leaders want to stand up for its people. They want to stand up for what they truly believe it is theirs. They want to fight for what is theirs. Because all of this is to tarnish the image of Ibrahim Traoré. Where is this coming from? These are terrorists that were being taken down. Okay, who brought about these terrorists? Who is funding these terrorists? Because you can't tell me, where do they get the money? Where do they get the weapons? Because you can't tell me that they take most of their time is out there from one place to another, fighting, struggling. Where do they get the time to work, earn money, and buy all of these weapons? So they must have somebody that is funding them. They must have somebody that is backing them up, that is giving them money, giving them weapons, giving them directions to do all of what they are doing, impacting in them the kind of mindset that they have to fight Africa, they have to take down Africa. Because these are terrorists that were taken down. Why didn't you say, oh, terrorists, Burkina Faso soldiers actually fought a good fight by taking down terrorists? You instead said, no, Burkina Faso soldiers took down their own citizens. How can they be taking down their own citizens when they are fighting for the interests of the citizens? Some of them are losing their life because they are fighting to protect the citizens of Burkina Faso. So how come they will instead come now and they start fighting their own people? Is that even possible? So BBC, with this kind of news, I don't really know, but I'm glad that the people are no longer gullible. The people are no longer that kind of people that they will just hear news, listen to news, and then they don't verify. Most of them will always ask questions, where are the proof? So it's not just about writing. We need proof. We need evidence. We need evidence that the there are people in Burkina Faso who are mourning that their family members are taken down. But nobody is complaining. All they do is they are just struggling to support their president to move ahead. But news always spread out that the citizens are taken down. But you see no Burkina Faso. News always spread out that the citizens are taken down. But you see no Burkina Faso crying that a family member is missing, a family member is down, a family member is gone. No one is crying. But we keep seeing news all over on Western media stating that Burkina Faso soldiers have taken down the citizens. It's really, really funny, my people. So I really do, I'm glad. I'm glad because most Africans now, they now want proof. They now want evidence. They don't just listen to what news has said. They want proof. They want evidence that what people are saying is true. So the Western media can no longer deceive most Africans again. No, they can't. Alright, my people, let me do get your opinion at the comment section. What can you say about this? Do not forget to state your opinion down below. Subscribe if you are coming in for the very first time. Like and share, and please do have a nice day. Bye bye.